Myself, Neeru Kumari. Welcome to 12th Business Study Classes, Part 2. The name of the chapter is Nature and Significance of Management. In this chapter, we already discussed about the definition and importance of management. Now we start with the objective of management. Objective of management broadly classified into three categories: organizational objective, social objective and personal objective. Organizational objective is related to the organization. At initial stage, every organization aims to survive at the competitive market. Once it survives, then next objective is to earn maximum profit. And when firm earn maximum profit, in next stage it grow or expand their business. So these are the organizational objectives. Then the second one is the social objective. It's clear from the name, it is related to the social welfare. Under this, management provide quality product at reasonable price, generate national income, provide employment opportunity. Not only this, educational, health and vocational training programs introduced by it, eco-friendly method of production introduced by the organization. Third is related to the personal objective. Personal, that is related to the person. Here we discuss from employees' point of view what employees want. Employees want adequate salary, good working condition, peer and social recognition, and also require training and development for their welfare. So these are the objectives. Now we discuss about the importance of the management. The first importance is helps in achieving group goals. We already discussed that management is related to the group activities, and here it has clear that it helps in achieving the group goals. Management integrate individual goal to the organizational goal. Second, it increase efficiency, means it is related to the completion of task at minimum cost. Then third, it creates dynamic organization, means management create dynamic organization or such an organization that adjusts itself with the business involvement. Next one is management helps in achieving personal objective. Here personal word or term used for employer or employee's point of view. What employer wants? Maximum profit. What employees want? Maximum salary. So efficient manager brings maximum prosperity for both employer as well as employee. Fifth, it helps in development of society. As we know, organization is the part of society. So there is a social obligation towards a different group, whether it is employees, customer or supplier. Then next heading is the nature of management. Here we discuss the management nature from science point of view and arts. Okay. How we can say management is the science? Let's discuss the main principle of science. First, nature of science principle is systematic body of knowledge. Means in order to gain knowledge of science, we have study material available. So there is a systematic body of knowledge. But when we talk about management also have a systematic body of knowledge because its study material also available. Then second, principles are based on experimentation. Science principles are based on experimentation. Science principles developed through observation and experiment. But when we talk about management principle deal with the human behavior, which cannot be accurately predicted. Means, when we treat two persons in same way, their result or their reaction never comes in same way. Third, universal validity. Scientific principles have universal and validity. But when we talk about the management principle application and use is not universal by nature. So they have to be modified according to the situation. If two managers work at two different organizations at same post, they handle their activity in different way. So it's clear from discussion that only first feature match with the management principle. Only first principle of science match with the management principle. Then arts feature. Let's discuss about art feature. The first feature of art is systematic body of knowledge or existence of theoretical knowledge. When we want to learn music, then there is a theoretical knowledge or study material available related to the ragas. Similarly, there is also a systematic body of knowledge or study material, various study material available related to the management. Then second feature is personalized application. Expertness depends upon their personal skill and creativity. Through the creativity or the personal skill, individuals develop their specialization. Third, based on practice and creativity. The statement that is practice makes the man perfect is suitable under this heading. So, regular practice of art to become more fine and perfect. So, it's clear from the discussion that these three features match with the management principle features. Now we discuss about management as a profession. Management as profession. What is profession? Profession is an occupation backed by the specialized knowledge and training in which entry is restricted. Let's discuss about the main features of profession, then compare with management. The first feature of profession is well-defined body of knowledge, means study material related to every profession available, means well-defined body of knowledge or systematic body of knowledge found in every profession. Second, restricted entry. The example is the doctor profession. Those who hold the degree of MBBS are allowed to practice as a doctor. So there is a restricted entry found in doctor field or doctor profession. But when we talk about management, there is no restriction found in such profession, in management profession. Third, Presence of professional association. For all professions, special association are established, and every profession has to get registered with his association before practicing that profession. For example, in order to become a doctor or in order to do practice as a doctor, the person must be registered through the Medical Council of India. Or in order to start the practice as a lawyer, the person has to register himself from Bar Council of India. But when we talk about management, there is no such professional association found in this field. Fourth, existence of ethical code. There is code of conduct found in every profession, and who form these ethical code or code of conduct? These organizations. These organizations establish code of conduct for their profession. But when we talk about management, there is no ethical code of conduct, code of conduct related to this field available. Fifth, service motive. Every profession basic motive is to serve the client with dedication, whereas management work for achievement of organizational goal. So these features are not found in management profession. So among these 5 features, only first feature match with the profession. So we cannot say management is treated as a profession. That's all for today. Have a nice day.